Hello everyone, we are here today to do a used game unboxing. So this is a different type of unboxing. Instead of unboxing something new, I buy lots of second-hand games from Facebook groups or Telegram groups, and it's always a surprise when they get home and I need to open and unbox and see if everything's inside, as well as get to know the game. So this is what I would call a second-hand unboxing. I will show you what's inside this box, as well as to give you the experience of unboxing something secondhand. Hopefully, by the end, you can confirm that everything is as expected with all components. So for today, we have Terra Mystica, the big box, and it's indeed the big box. Look at the size of this thing. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's a big box. So because it includes the base game, the Fire and Ice expansion, Americans of the Sea expansion, as well as what apparently is a solo game. So I don't know this game, I've never played it, but it was on my wish list for some time, and I felt that the big box was a good opportunity, so I found someone selling it secondhand. So let's see what's inside, and let's see if the experience of buying secondhand would compensate. Okay, so let's open it then. It's really heavy, really heavy. Okay. So it starts with a sheet where I have the components list here. So I'll be able later to see, after the video, to see if everything is here. Okay. So let me just put this on the side. And then, okay, so you see the box is full until very on top, right? So a board, some kind of board. I will just navigate through these unknown waters without knowing much about the game. So help me in the comments if that's the case. So you see here some components, board, double-side boards, yes, double-side boards with different colors. This is some kind of tracker of, who knows, maybe turns, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And then lots of plastic bags. Okay. More tiles, or not tiles, but reference sheets, apparently, probably reference sheets. And I see lots of meeples here, but let's start with the tiles section. Tiles, so I can recognize here we have like types of terrain. So I see snow, I see some kind of forest. This seems like lava. From what I know of Terra Mystica, you need to compose your map with tiles, and you see here the different kind of terrains apparently. So these are the tiles, the terrain tiles. Some coins, and it's cardboard, not fancy metal coins. Some other kind of tiles, rectangular shaped. Okay, and let's see, cubes, wooden cubes, and okay, more. This is like treasure tiles, treasure tokens, not tiles, sorry, with some colors. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go to meeples. I know that you need to pick a race, so I see lots of different meeple bags, but they all look the same except the color. So you get the whites here, and then the yellows. Let's get the blues out of the box, and you have the browns, as well as the oranges, the blacks, the greens, reds, some kind of gray, light green. Okay. And one of the things that I will try to see is that if the setup left by the previous owner makes sense with all these plastic bags. Apparently this is someone that has lots of attention in organizing things. It seems like he has prepared everything for player setup, easily the setup, because I also see different plastic bags with the treasure tiles there. and they seem to be sorted by some kind of coloring as well. So maybe this will facilitate player setup with the different colors. Okay, so if this kind of sorting doesn't make sense to me, I will change, for example, a plastic bag here with just a wooden pawn. I don't know what this is, but let's see if it makes sense or not. Some purple rectangles and more tiles that I have no clue what they are, if they are from the base game or an expansion. Some tiles with some crosses there, tokens with different images, more treasures. Okay, tiles, tokens with some ants trying to grab some kind of light or fire. So one of the expansions is called Fire and Ice. Is it the fire from Fire and Ice? I don't know. Some round pieces of wood. And oh, some cards. There are some cards here in the middle of some more tokens. Some cards. Okay, then we get to the base of the box where we have what I could see, some rule books and probably also the main boards. So the Automata rulebook or the solo mode, I believe. And then there is some kind of progression tracker with different colors, which says, look at the back, Terra Mystica. I look like a doctor taking notes. Okay, so tell me my plank here, my Terra Mystica plank. Sorry, it's part of the experience, right? You do the same when you unbox yours. So Terra Mystica Fire and Ice, the rulebook for the expansion. Terra Mystica Merchants of the Sea, another rulebook. Quite thin. I've heard this game is complex, but at least the rulebooks are quite thin. And then you have a little bit larger, the rulebook for the base game. And okay, so now we have, get some space here because we'll need it. These are the tiles for the different races. You see here the name of the race and the picture of the race. I am not sure if this is a symmetric game or asymmetrical game. I need some time to see if there are. Okay, I see some clear differences on the boards, on the race boards, kind of like powers or resources. Those are different, and I also see. Did I saw just there? I saw. I saw it. Yeah, here in the beginning. If these are like initial resources, they are different. But you have the name of the race here. So you have the alchemists here, alchemists, the darklings, and I'm also noticing from the colors of the boards that they match with the colors of the meeples that we just saw. So this is the yellow, the nomads. You see people riding camels like desert nomads. Makes sense. And what's this? Fakiris. Oh, fakiris, like the Indian fakiris, people that eat glass and throw knives and sleep on nail boards, right? Nail beds. So the fakiris. What else? The giants, and the chaos magicians. I'll show you some more. The cultists and the halflings here. The engineers. It look like goblins or dwarves. No, you have the dwarfs here, and they seem to live or to have a preferable habitat with mountains and stone, right? And then the dragon lords, the dragon and the dragon lord here, and there is the orange, probably for the fire, the lava where the dragon lords live, acolytes. Okay, so this one is the Yetis. Seems like ice here. and the Ice Maidens. So this is the ice people. I don't know if you need to decide between one or the other, or if this changes along the game. As I mentioned to you, these are unknown waters for me. And speaking about water, mermaids and swarmlings. Okay, just two more. The river walkers and the shapeshifters. Shapeshifters. Last but not least, the Auron, forest people, they look like elves, and the witches. Okay, so what's next? Or finally, I see two boards here. Two boards. Let me get some space here to open the boards. Okay, this is occupying my whole table here. So we open these boards. I don't know which one are the base game or expansions, but yep, this is the idea I had from Terra Mystica. You have spaces in the board that you need to somehow occupy or area control. I don't know exactly. So this has high ice, lava here, and river in the middle. And on the other side, it's different. It looks like more mountainy. And the other two maps. Let's just take a look. This is a bit similar, but with some unconstructed bridges that I can see. And oh, the other one has unconstructed bridges, but it's different. And this one has more forest on the around it, and some kind of lakes in the middle. Okay, beautiful board, and it's in this. The condition of this second-hand game is quite well cared. Quite well cared. I don't see any kind of damage. And there's something else here on the box. It looked like some stickers that the previous owner did not um, glued or pasted on the meeples. I don't know, but it seems to be related with the big box because it says Terra Mystica big box. So some kind of um, exclusive gift you have with the big box. And speaking about the big box, let me show you the rest of the box just to give you an impression. Okay, so it's a really big box. It's difficult to see the whole back of the box on the screen, but I'll put it on landscape and just zoom in, show you the back. I'm quite excited for this game. So I'll just make sure that all the components are here. I always had good experience with buying things secondhand from the channels that I buy. I know that people there are really board game lovers, so they invest in taking care of games. And there's also reputation associated. If you do something bad, probably they will be kicked out of the community if someone complains. So I really trust people, but nonetheless, I always, in order not to think about this while trying to sleep, I review everything and make sure that I store it on my side, knowing that everything is inside the box. So I'll just do that offline. And I hope you like this. So there are many unboxes. I want to show things, unbox things, which don't have the shrink around it, but still it's a good unboxing experience for me and for you. So leave your comments, please, your feedback, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye. So after recording the last video, I understood that these stickers, the symbols, they correspond on this reference sheet to the different expansions and base games. So the shovel is the base game, Fire and Ice, Merchant of the Sea, and you are supposed then to use each sticker on a specific bag to hold and to save the components according to the expansion they belong, right? So everything is described here. I haven't done it, I'll done it then after, but it seems like the previous owner already sorted this out using some logic in the bags. Probably just did not include the stickers, so I'll see what I find.